You may have heard of the Sartorialist, the popular street fashion blog by New Yorker Scott Schumann. Well, now Singapore has its own Sartorialist wandering the streets.
Hi, I'm James Bent and I'm a street style photographer, currently living in Singapore and going around your streets every single day to try and find people who are dressed well, who I can take photographs of and then put on my blog to share with you all.
So here's the lowdown on what James does. Number 1, he has a camera. Number 2, he wears comfy shoes and clothes. Number 3, he takes time to walk and walk and walk and people watch. Number 4, he snaps photos of people he considers fashionable and he has very high standards. Number 5, he uploads his photos onto a website called La Mode Outre, which means the different or out there style. But how did he get started in the first place?
One day I went into a bookshop and I found the sartorialist book of all his pictures. And I'd never heard of him before, I never really heard of street style photography before. But the book was fantastic, to write stories from it was amazing. And when I moved to Singapore in January of this year, my partner said, why don't you go out into the streets and start taking your own photographs and so you can write stories from. And through the comments it became pretty obvious that people, they didn't really want just kind of anybody, they wanted street style photography. And I think, I could see straight away that there was a real gap in terms of nobody here strongly doing a street style blog. So it's just completely developed by accident.
You might be thinking, who is he to judge what's fashionable and not?
Literally, when I see the person, it's almost like this moment before I've even kind of taken everything in. Something happens where I just know. It's just like I just see them, it's like, wow. It's funny because I almost think it's not like I'm falling in love with the person or something, but it's almost like that moment where it just clicks, where you just go, wow, and it's like I don't know, there's some just connection, it's completely right for me. I think it's got to be people who their clothes actually say something about them, but also where they're doing a kind of whole outfit thing. I find that I'm really attracted to people who do something cool with their hair. And, I kind of think sometimes that hair is like one of those things that it's kind of almost totally free to just go and play around with. You can even, sure, you can go to a hairdresser, but you can just go and get some scissors or clippers and dye and just do something to your hair.
So what's cool? We went on a walk with James and his camera one lovely Saturday afternoon in hopes of finding that someone he could make a connection with. It's been about 2 hours and we're still walking. Yes, he finally found someone. Now to decide on a nice backdrop. And a simple pose for the camera. So what is it about this girl's style that caught his eye? Find out next.